Hi YouTube, this is Evie. Welcome back to my channel, and today I have another video for you all. Today we are doing a little bit of a throwback video. We are going to be doing the Pet Play tag. This was actually one of the first videos I filmed after going through a 6 to 8 month long hiatus. I started filming videos. I did that for a couple of months, and then school happened and life happened, and I just didn't film any videos, and I decided I wanted to actually start talking about Pet Play, and the Pet Play tag was one of the first videos that I did. But that was almost 2 years ago, and a lot has changed since then. So I thought it would be fun in this new year to just go through those questions again, and you guys can see what's changed, and I can see what's changed, and hopefully you'll find it interesting and entertaining. First question is, what pet are you? This one has not changed. I am a puppy. I have always been a puppy, and I probably always will be a puppy. It's something that I very strongly identify with, and it's always been part of my BDSM, and really a dog is just part of my personality. I really strongly identify with being a puppy, so I can't imagine myself being something else. There was like a week-long period when I first was really considering getting into pet play, where I thought a kitten would be for me, and that was really because I had only had female representation of pet play be in the form of kittens, so I was very naturally like, females who are into pet play do kitten play, and that's just like how it is. And I was very wrong, obviously, and it took me not very long at all to figure out that a cat personality did not suit me nearly as well as a dog's personality. Question number 2, how long have you known about pet play? So there was definitely a difference about when I first heard the term pet play, and then when I was actually acknowledging pet play as a form of BDSM and a relationship style I was potentially interested in. I think I first heard the term pet play on one of Scream Kiwi's videos that I think has been deleted now for a long time. That probably would have been, I think it would have been freshman in college, somewhere in that neighborhood, maybe a little bit younger than that, somewhere between junior year of high school and freshman year of college. Somewhere there was the first time that I had heard about it, but it wasn't for a couple more years, I think when I was about 19, when I actually acknowledged it as being a BDSM thing that I was potentially actually interested in doing for myself. Number 3, do you have an owner / master / trainer / guardian? If so, what do you refer to them as? Yes, I do. His name is Mr. Tex. I do a podcast with him. He's also on this channel very frequently in videos and in live streams. The title I use for him is Sir. Sir is a title he picked for himself. That is the thing that he most identifies with as a dominant. That is his title of choice. And I get a lot of people on Tumblr who, when they're talking about my relationship with him, insert their own names for him. They refer to him as my owner or my master or my daddy, and those are none that he doesn't identify with any of those titles. So I'm glad actually they have this question, because at least in the future, if you guys ever referring to him, please use Mr. Tex or my Sir, and he doesn't identify really with anything else. So yeah, he is my Sir. That is a title he picked for himself. Number 4, are you collared? I am not collared. I will leave a link to a video down below where I talk about my locking anklet. I do wear a locking anklet that is not symbolic of the fact I am collared with a capital C. That is a sign that I am my Sir's submissive, but we have not actually progressed to a full-on collaring ceremony with a capital C. We are tentatively talking about potentially going a further step in our relationship, but even that isn't going to be collaring. I am a pet who has a D-type. I am in a 24/7 BDSM DS dynamic, but I am not collared. Number 5, do you have a collar / collars? If so, how many do you have? I feel like this should have gone before 4 and possibly before 3. I don't know. Anyways, I do have collars. I am wearing one right now. I have a lot of collars. I wear collars for a lot of reasons. I wear collars for when I make these videos. It's like just a fun fashion accessory. I wear collars for when I'm going out to BDSM clubs by myself and I want to show I'm submissive. I have collars that are specific that my sir has, that are his, that I wear when I'm with him. I have ones that are like specially made for me as part of that relationship. I have ones that I wear just for pet play. I have ones that are just for like goth fashion. I have a lot of different collars, and I very much enjoy wearing them. If you guys want to learn more about collars, link down below to a video where you can learn more about that. But I have a lot of collars. I have ribbon collars, I have leather collars, I have metal collars, I have faux leather collars. I would probably say I have at least 20, 25, somewhere in there. I have a lot of collars, but I really narrowed down my collection. I definitely used to have more than that. I definitely used to be more of a collector, but I really narrowed it down to things that I wear very frequently, that my sir likes, or that are just really just practical. But yeah, that's how many collars I have. Favorite type of gear? In general, like BDSM gear, pet play gear. I would say for pet play gear, my favorite thing that I own would either have to be my hood that I have. I think it's not necessarily like representative of how I see myself as a pup, but I really enjoy wearing hoods. Hoods are one of my favorite just general BDSM things, like full mask, like can't see type hoods. So that's really great. I also do really enjoy my tail harness that I got from JMD Leather. Again, I have a video about that if you guys want to see it. It's great. I love it because it's lightweight, it fits really well, it was pretty cheap, and it is pretty much perfect for wearing most of my tails. So that would probably be my favorite piece of gear that I own that is pet play specific. 7. Favorite thing about the pet play community. So when I'm answering this question, I'm going to be thinking about the real life pet play community because the online community is an entirely different animal. What I really like about the real life pet play community and going to real life pet play events is it's very diverse and it's very relaxed, and you will see literally everybody. You will see everybody from an 18-year-old in a panda kirigumi up to a 50-year-old man and, you know, $400 worth of custom leather gear, playing happily together, all on one playmat, just having a good time, enjoying being part of this lifestyle without really any reservations or judgment. I think it's a great way to be able to meet people. I think it's a great way to be able to express yourself. I really think being part of the pet play community is a positive experience for most people because it's a way that you can connect and be honest about who you are in a way that I don't think a lot of us are able to do amongst vanilla company, or at least amongst people who are not kink positive. So I really do enjoy the pet play community for that reason. It just tends to be very open and diverse and supporting of many different choices and relationships and lifestyles and all of that great stuff. Favorite toy? So I don't think I have my favorite toy with me here, otherwise I would show it. But I would probably have to say, oh, this is hard actually now I'm thinking about it, because I have a couple of different toys that I like for different reasons. I have a toy that's shaped like a pea pod that has like a bunch of like smaller peas in it, and I like that one because it's sort of flat, so it's easy for me to hold on to, and because it has so many different parts that can scatter all around, and that can be really fun. I do also really like just playing fetch with pretty much anything. I do also really like Sir's water gun, which sounds weird, and it's not really a toy that I play with, but as part of a pet play scene, I'm gonna call it a toy because it gets used kind of that way, and I think that's really fun. And it's just sort of like a no bad dog, like little squirt of water. I think it's cute. I don't know. So favorite thing to do as a pet. Really kind of any interaction I can have with my sir while I'm a pet is my favorite. It's hard to pick just one thing. I do really like sleeping in like the big cage that sir has, but that's not something even that's pet play specific. I think if I had to pick something that is pet play only that we do, it would probably be training. I really enjoy training. I think it's fun to be able to at once like shut down my human brain and then also have to like think like a dog, like I'm still trying to process stuff. So that's really fun. I do really enjoy training, and especially because there's so many different tricks you can learn. There's so many different ways to do training, and it's something that's really diverse, and you can make it your own. And it's something that no matter how many times you do that scene, you can do in a million different ways. 10. Any other accessories, non-gear wise, you like to wear while in pet space? So this question, when I think of the term pet space, I think of subspace. So that's like asking what's your favorite implement to use while you're in subspace. And that's not really like an answerable question. So pet space for me is like when I'm in subspace while doing pet play. So I'm gonna assume what they mean is while you're doing a pet play scene, what is your favorite non-gear item to use? I can't really think of anything that's like non-gear that I would use that's like something I really enjoy doing. Like I guess the clothing I wear is really important. Like usually when I'm doing pet play, I like to wear stuff that's kind of athletic clothing, like usually I like to wear leggings. I will not wear leggings in any other situation but for pet play. I don't like the look of leggings, but when I'm doing pet play, they're very light, easy to move in. Any kind of like loose athletic t-shirt or like a sports bra, something like that is also nice to wear during pet play. And for me, that really helps me feel more like rambunctious and spunky and like wanting to do pet play type stuff. 11. One thing you would never do as a pet. Right off the top of my head, I would say I would never want to hurt another pet. Occasionally, I will do something where I'm like very, very gently, like just like doing a little, little play bite, just kind of very gently putting my teeth on top of his hand or his arm or something, like not biting down on the way. Pet play for me is generally pretty light-hearted and fun, so I definitely wouldn't want to do anything that would try to take it to like a sadistic or a masochistic place, like doing something like hurting another pet or hurting my dom. That would be both on purpose and on accident. That's not the kind of energy I want to bring into my pet play scenes. One thing you love the most about being a pet. I kind of talked about this already when I answered the question about what do you love about the pet play community, and I would say my favorite thing about being a pet is the way it allows me to naturally express who I am on the inside and the ways that I want to have a relationship. I think it's very honest. It is very simple. It's very pure-hearted in the way, at least that I do it with Meister. It's just sort of honesty that goes along with being like, hey, this is me, this is who I am, this is how I want to act, and having somebody accept that and being willing to go along with you on that particular journey is so amazing. And I'm so grateful that I have a sir who is able to do this kind of play with me and who equally enjoys engaging in this type of relationship. Like I said, the purity and the honesty and just the simplicity of being able to do it, like it's a very natural thing for me. Like I didn't really have to think about it too hard when I was getting into pet play, because it was more or less what I had been subconsciously doing in my relationships and in my life generally for a very, very long time. But that is all of the questions, all 12 of them. If you guys want to do this as well, I will put in the description box all of the questions in case you want to do them yourself. I think it would be great. I love getting to hear from other pets, see how they do their dynamics and relationships, so do feel free to fill that out if you want to. I'm not going to actually tag anybody, but yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys have any comments, questions, stories, etc., do feel free to put that down in the comment section below. If you like this channel and you haven't already, please do subscribe. I make videos twice a week. If you want to support this channel because you are awesome, I would highly recommend checking out my Patreon. I have a ton of really cool things on there for people who support me. I'm starting to do monthly photo shoots. I have a weekly live stream because of Patreon, and I have a ton of perks on there, like exclusive videos and exclusive Discord chat, so do check that out if you are interested. But until I see you next time, hope you have a great rest of your day and a great rest of your week. Bye-bye.